podcast here at the Solano College TV studio. I'm your host Maxine, and joining me is DeRay, Sam, and Lisette. And today we're going to be talking about COVID-19. And our first segment is going to be Life Before That Day. Our second segment will be Life During Shutdown, and our third segment will be Life After Quarantine. So let's get started with the first segment and talk about the day we got notified we weren't going to be in school for 2 weeks. So you guys want to share that experience?
They were handing me homework packets for a 2-week break. I didn't even know what the break was for, but they told me that there's just something going around, and so that was when I found out about it. And luckily, I never did the assignments. I ended up forgetting about it until my mom had told me that I wasn't able to go back to school, and I had considered it a small vacation. But the first thing I was excited about, yay, I don't have to do the work. but
yeah, because how are you going to turn it in if you couldn't go back?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just ended up throwing that away. But then, but even before the pandemic, I was basically not really as sociable. I was more introverted and had very few friends. And I kept to myself, so I didn't really have to like talk to them. I didn't really have their social media or anything.
Yeah.
Well, for me, when I found out, it was my senior year of high school. We were like in preparation for prom, which was gonna be my first like ever school dance. Cause I was like, oh, it's my senior year, might as well go. But we were like getting the news of like, oh, you're having 2 weeks off, which was exciting at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment, we were like, oh, 2 weeks, yes, we need a break. But yeah, we just came to find out that we never went back.
Yeah. Same for me. I was also in 7th grade. I was 12. And when I heard that, I still remember this till this day. I was like in PE. We couldn't have our phones. And there was this guy, and he was like, guys, look, I got a notification on Google Classroom that we're not going to be in school for 2 weeks. Like, we're having a break. Mm-hmm. And we were all so excited. But it also hit me like, wait, we're actually like not going to be in school. Because at first it was a rumor, like, that we weren't going to be in school. And we never thought it was going to like come to us. So then like when I did get notified about that, I was like excited, but also at the same time I was just like, wait, we're actually going home because of the disease.
Yeah.
Like I never thought it would come to that, but yeah, but I also didn't have, that was my 6th period, so I didn't have any teachers to like tell us like the game plan, like, so this is what's gonna happen, this and that. But I just like went home and like waited for like an email or something. I think the first week everyone was just trying to process it. But yeah, that was my experience.
I was a freshman in high school. I was 14, and I remember I was in 5th period. So it was like my history class. And I remember we all got the notification. I remember we had like rolling chairs, and people were like rolling out of their chairs and doing the most. They were just being really extra about it, but we were all excited because I remember our spring break wasn't until like 3 weeks after we got this 2-week break. Mm-hmm. So everybody was just excited because we were going to get like 2 breaks back to back, basically. Mm-hmm. And then I remember we still had a 6th period after that. So during passing period, everybody was talking about it like while going to their next class, all excited and everything. But it was just mainly, nobody was concerned about the health issues of the virus. It was just mainly about not having to go to school. I think that's the most exciting thing a student would want, not wanting to go to school.
Yeah, before like we got like sent home for 2 weeks, I went on a trip it was for a competition. I went and we saw a bunch of people in the airport wearing face masks, and we were like, what's up with that? Because we would only see people wearing face masks like in hospitals, not really like normally people now, like how people do it. But we were so confused because we're like, why are people wearing masks? Like just a bunch of people. And then later during that trip, my cousin came with us, and she's a nurse, and she was like, yeah, there's this virus that's going around that we can't find a cure to. And I actually was like kind of scared. I was like, oh, what do you mean you guys can't like find a cure to it? But then it like totally left my mind, and then there's just like rumors going around till we got sent home. But yeah, it was scary. I was scared.
It was.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of it as such a scary experience because I was mostly home, so I was I was pretty sheltered, so I
Yeah.
didn't have a problem not going out. And so when I heard about the virus, I was mostly scared like how it was affecting people, and I was just scared that I would end up catching it. And luckily I didn't, but I didn't. I'm just glad that I didn't really go out as often because I wouldn't want something to happen to my family.
Yeah.
No, yeah. But and say sorry guys. Yeah, before like the shutdown, I was like really wasn't scared about like social interactions or anything like that because like it never came to mind that it would like this would happen. But now like I still sometimes I'm like why are you close to me? I don't know, it's like a weird thing, but like back then like I would give my friends hugs and like handshakes. Like it was just a normal thing, but nowadays people was just like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
the
really
6 feet
social
rule.
back then. I mean, I remember the track and field season was barely starting because I was in track and field before the shutdown. And I remember everybody was like super welcoming and stuff like that. So it was like easier to make friends and stuff like that for sure. At least from what I remember.
yeah, and that was like our second semester of school for all of us,
Yeah,
right?
because
Yeah.
it was in March.
March.
Yeah,
It
so I'm
was
sure all
March.
of us were already like in our routines and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that for sure. I remember my mom was pregnant too. We were planning her gender reveal, so I had like a lot of exciting things going on in my personal life and stuff.
Yeah.
Things that I didn't think would get like taken away from me.
Yeah. I feel like I definitely took a lot of stuff for granted and now I like appreciate more things.
Like
'Cause,
going
like,
down and seeing your family and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, like I would always like visit my family. I mean, I still do to this day, but like I don't know, like I wasn't really like cuz like now even if we get sick, like we're always like, "Oh, let's not go out." But like before COVID, it wasn't really like such a big deal. Like it was, but now we actually like don't go out. We're just like, I'm gonna stay home and bed rot. Like
Yeah.
I don't have energy for anything.
Yeah, for me, compared to me, my sister was the complete opposite. She was extroverted and outgoing, and she had a lot of friends to talk to. So during the pandemic, she would still be connected with her friends. I would hear her on the call, and that would just made me jealous because it made me want to like have that kind of company to like someone I could talk to, and not be like feel alone and just be on the internet all day. But it made me look forward to going back to school so I could try making a lot more friends and be more outgoing like her.
No, yeah. Also, yeah, like the first week we got like notified. I feel like we were just all excited. Like we didn't really take it seriously. We were just like, whoa, no school. And also everyone, that was like the time for everyone to process it. Cause even like for school, I didn't get any like work or anything until like the third week. Cause like the first 2 weeks, it was just like everyone was just like not doing anything, and I was just waiting for like to see what the teachers had to say. But I think we were just all processing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's lives was different.
Yeah, for sure. So now we're gonna switch to our second segment, which was life during shutdown. And for me, I was really scared during that time. Like once it actually like hit me, I was just like so scared because even on social media and stores, like everything was gone. Like toilet paper, food, canned food, everything was gone. So that made me super scared. Like when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is like real. Like this is like legit. That's what made me super scared during the pandemic. Like during lockdown. That was really scary.
I think for me, the part where like, okay, this is getting really serious was when, remember like they announced like, oh, we're having a curfew?
Oh,
Yes, that's when I was
I
like-
forgot about the curfew.
Yeah.
Was it like 10?
I think it was like 10 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Insane.
wait, I've never had a curfew in my life.
I know.
Like, all of a sudden we're having a curfew. And like the streets were just so empty.
was, like,
It was kind of
quiet.
scary to go outside.
Yeah.
Where like to the point like you don't want to go outside because it feels wrong.
It was so scary.
But yeah, that was the scary part, and like, okay, this is getting really serious part for me.
This is the first time I'm hearing about a curfew, honestly. I never noticed there was a curfew.
Yeah.
I like during the pandemic I was always at home, so I would go to bed at 8. So I didn't realize you guys had a curfew. I was so
I think it's like a curfew for everyone. Like they couldn't be out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I feel like there
Yeah.
was like the streets were so empty, like you would see a cop here and there,
Yeah.
but not that strict. But
No. Yeah.
I feel like it was just scary to go outside.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It was also scary that hearing like people were like dying.
Yeah,
Like
that's
literally dying.
Yeah.
That's what made me scared. I was like, I'm not going outside. Like I'm staying in my room. I could not. But even during the pandemic, like I couldn't see no family. Like I didn't see my family for like a good no, not a year. That's too much. Like
a month.
3 months.
Yeah.
I didn't see none of my family like at all. We would have like Zoom calls though. Like we would have like little group Zoom calls. I remember.
Aw.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, well, for me, I think I would say I didn't really have time to process the pandemic. My mom was like straight up telling me, well, it was the Zoom classes that I would be taking. That was when, like, she was look, so this is what's gonna happen. Like, when you're gonna start doing class, and I want you just on time. Just basically nagging at me and making sure I'm
making
still
her routine.
still doing my education. But the days just felt more stagnant and like repetitive because this is the same old boring routine. Wake
At
up,
home,
start
too.
cleaning, and do my work, go to bed at 8. And so that's when my sister, like I said, would be talking with her friends, and that made me jealous, and I would want to like have the same kind of companionship. Cause being alone kind of sucks, and I've been alone most of my life, so that just made me look forward to going to school again, so I can start making friends. But other than that, that was basically that's how my routine was. So I didn't even process people were dying, but it was I had to like search it up because I was mostly on the internet if I had nothing to do.
Yeah. No, yeah, I remember like the last semester of our school year, we didn't do like Zoom, or like for me, I didn't do any Zoom. I just got stuff like sent through like Google Classroom. But I remember my 8th grade year, that's when we had like a full like schedule. Like 9 to 10, you have a class on Zoom, like log in, do this and that. 10 to so and so, you have this and that, and then we ended super early. It was just like a routine over and over again. But I wouldn't even like pay attention to the Zoom. I would fall asleep.
You would just like have the computer open.
Literally, because they wouldn't like have us show our face or anything,
Mhm.
except for PE. I remember
Really?
PE, we had to have our cameras on, and I would like fake do my stuff, like fake do my workouts. But yeah, it was just like a time, like it was crazy. And I also graduated. It was like a drive-through graduation for 8th grade. Like we went around the campus in the big blacktop in the car, and then I got off with my mask, and I like took a picture like 6 feet from my
that was the same
principal.
for me.
Yeah.
That was like it was so fast. I'm like it really sucked after
Yeah.
that kind of graduation. But hey,
Yeah.
it was
I
something.
can't imagine for the seniors.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we didn't get to walk the stage to get our diplomas. But for us, we had like a little parade going on for our town.
Yeah.
Where like people were like waiting. They were standing outside our houses as we drove by, and like they would cheer us on. But yeah, we just drove through the school one by one. Students were getting off the cars to pick up their diploma, but that was it.
Did you guys have your cap and gown?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
okay.
Yeah, at least we had
Nice.
that. But
yeah. At least you guys were able to get your diploma like in person instead of
Yeah.
it being delivered. Because I
That's
know my
true.
cousin, she had her ceremony literally in her living room. Like the
Yeah.
TV with the presentation, and like when her name popped up, they were just like cheering. Like
that's so
That's
sad.
no, like they were just standing there just cheering, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
I remember during the shutdown though, it made me like enjoy my own company a lot, because I used to like have a big group of friends and we would always hang out.
Yeah.
but it took like time for me to be able to enjoy my own company. I was doing things like making home recipes. I was in the kitchen more
The
actually.
TikTok recipes.
Yes. That's when TikTok was trending. So like I would try the recipes on there, and I would make my family try it with me. It was fun though.
No, yeah, I remember I was like, I'm gonna become TikTok famous. Like, let me do the dances. Cause yeah, during COVID, like during the shutdown, I would do things to try to distract me from like I'm stuck at home.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my family, we would do like themed dinners. So like for a week, like each day we had like Hawaiian day, and we would just like Hawaiian. We had like red carpet day. We had cowboy theme. I forgot the other one, but we actually did it, which was like fun. We
That's
also
fun.
did like movie marathons. That's when I got into Harry Potter. I love it now. But we did movie marathons. We would do like cooking challenges. We would play games. We would just do things to like distract ourselves from like what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if we wouldn't have done that, I would have been like stuck at home like overthinking a lot
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, we tried to just like take our minds off of it. And especially like not being able to see our family, my grandparents, like we would just try to do anything. Like we would FaceTime all the time. I would call my grandparents every single day, see how they were doing. We would even drive by their house just to wave at them. Like it was so sad.
So
They would start to cry. And to this day, my grandma tells me, she's like, you don't know how bad like that hurt me. Like being stuck not seeing my grandkids or my kids. I was like, I felt so bad. It was just.
What
it was
about
sad
you,
time.
Zare?
Well, my mom was pregnant with my sister, and my stepdad was the only one going out to work and like groceries and stuff like that. But my mom did make the effort to take out me and my little siblings sometimes. Like we would just go to get like ice cream with our
Yeah.
masks on, obviously with precautions. They would also do like little trips to like cities that were maybe like a little bit further out, 20 minutes. Like we would go to just random taco trucks and stuff like that.
Aw.
So I think my parents did do like the best they could to, keep us entertained, I guess.
Yeah.
I know I remember that's when I got obsessed with like Roblox. That's what I would like do to keep in touch with my friends. FaceTime calls, Roblox. And then I remember for me, I enjoyed the COVID school aspect part of it because I was able to use the bathroom whenever I felt like it. Eat during classes, stuff like
Literally.
that. So I would say fortunately I was able to take advantage of the COVID part because and enjoy it really because nobody in my immediate family like had any health issues or caught the
Yeah.
virus or anything like that.
That's
So
good.
my family, fortunately, we had it well.
That's nice. No, yeah, we had to move during COVID.
Move?
Oh, we didn't have to, but we chose to.
Oh.
We like moved during COVID, and then that same week when we were moving, that's when like half of my family caught COVID. So no one was able to help us like at all. We had to move like all on our own. So we got this like big trailer, and we were just like, it took us like so long to move because we had so much stuff in the house. But yeah, we had no one to help us, and we're just like, I hope you guys get better. But
Oh.
yeah, it was so sad. COVID was just like so scary.
It
But-
was like the uncertainty, because I know like for some people, if you caught it, it was worse if you had like health conditions or issues like asthma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people were mostly in danger of it, like the elderly. of
Yeah.
course.
Even remember like during holidays, like we wouldn't spend it with like some of my family because my cousin had cancer, so we didn't want to put her at risk. So we would like have like separate like holidays, but like we would make food and we would like give it to them, or they would make food and we like give it to each other, but we just wouldn't be in the same room within each other because we just
Yeah.
didn't want a high risk for anyone, even for my grandparents because they were like old. So we just didn't want to put anyone at risk, which is so scary. I would also see like videos online with like people hugging with like plastic. Like,
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that.
They were like,
No.
they
I feel
were.
like
It
it's
was
just
like
being extra
wall.
at that point.
I mean,
it was like a wall, and they had like plastic arms. They would go through it and like hug.
I mean, I did see some in like a whole full bodysuit, like
Oh,
those
yeah,
things.
the
Oh,
bodysuit.
Yeah, like
yeah.
those. I've seen that, but I've never seen.
Do you guys remember getting like tested?
Oh my
Like
gosh,
how to go
yes.
up your nose. That was
I
the
feel like they're going up
worst.
my brain.
I know, they were like picking at your brain.
I actually never got vaccinated until like near the end of the pandemic. Actually,
Do you remember getting like tested though, like when they would put up your nose, or
Yeah.
they would go down your throat too?
I heard they went that far, but for me, it didn't. Luckily, I didn't
No, I
experience
remember
that.
the nose one because I would
the
go with my
worst.
mom to her appointments with my sister, like when she was pregnant with my sister.
Yeah.
And before she was gonna go into labor, they did that exam where they did the one, like the tube up the nose. That looked like it hurt, but
It
But
does
It
hurt.
does hurt. I had to
Yeah.
get it before going, like after a little after COVID, like 2021, when like it was starting to get more like people were starting to do things little by little. When we would travel, we would have to get COVID before going on the trip, and we were coming back from the trip. We would have to get tested. And if you, because I remember when we went to Mexico, my cousin, she got tested and it was positive, so she had to stay in Mexico for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
But like luckily for her, she like loved staying there for so long, so
She
it
I
was
guess she
like-
was
she
happy.
was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here.
yeah, because you would be able to get out of work, no? And,
Yes, for like
Yeah.
or
2
something like that
weeks.
if you came out positive.
Literally.
I remember one time I didn't want to go to school, and I think I was hoping.
I never got positive until
No,
the
that's
pandemic was over. Honestly, that was the one time, but it wasn't that bad. But because luckily they had the antidote by then.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah, getting tested was like, it hurt. I remember I would record my brother every time because he would like struggle. Yeah, it was scary though.
It was a scary time because that's when studies were actively coming out too. Nobody knew until it happened to somebody, you know?
Yeah, I remember like when we got out for 2 weeks, I would like vlog and I'd be like, I would read off like how many people had COVID like in the Solano area. I was like, okay guys, today it says this much and this much. I wonder if I still have those videos. But I would do like little things like that. I would record like, okay guys, this is day 2 of COVID shutdown.
You're gonna show your kids these videos.
I know, literally. I would also like deep clean. I was like, I'm gonna spring clean. Like we had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Just like do stuff at home. It was crazy.
I would say I just got lazier because I was on my phone. My mom got mad about that because I didn't really do much.
Yeah.
And since I was a middle child, my older sister would be the one nagging at me, and that just made me not want to do anything more.
Me and my siblings would always fight during COVID because we were all stuck in the house together. There'd be so much going on in the house at once. And then we had 3 dogs and 2 birds. There was so much going on at the house during COVID. I could not deal with that again. We get to tell our kids that too. Like, we were stuck in a pandemic.
You know how like our parents tell us like, back in my day I struggled with this and this and that. You're never gonna go through what I went through. But now we have a story to tell. Like in our days we were shut down.
We were shut down at home for like a year.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Like you'll never know what we went through.
Or like if we have kids and we don't let them like go out and they're like, why do I have to be at home? I'm like, don't get me started.
Yeah.
I had to be home for 2 weeks plus. Like, don't get me started. But yeah, during COVID, it was just like so scary. I could not. It was too scary. But yeah, moving on to our next segment, which is life after COVID. Let's get into that topic. Do you guys all share your experience or how you guys are after COVID?
Well, you know how I said that I would start socializing more? Well, that failed. I couldn't. I did try in the beginning, like interact with others, be friendly and approachable, and look, I lived in Oakland, and Oakland is the most ghetto place you could be
In the Bay Area.
in the Bay Area,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it was kind of scary because people would beat me up, and I've always been like the sweet kid, I guess, and I just didn't want to feel. They would give me faces, they would give me mean looks, and so I didn't want to be like that annoying person in school. Because there was already another person that had that title, and it kind of just scared me. So I just kept to myself again, and just had like it was like right before
Yeah.
the pandemic as well, but it all that changed, I guess, after I graduated high school and started college. that's when I found people who actually I can be around with, and especially it's not a lot of get over here. So people, there's diversity. Well, I learned diversity over there, but everyone's more friendly, and like I don't have to feel like I'm gonna be judged. I can be 100% myself. That's how I ended up finding my best friend, and she's kind of crazy too. so, so, yeah, I guess I would say that I only changed and became more sociable after I met her as well, and I guess I would say it's a big improvement compared to how I was before.
Yeah, I feel like how Lisette said earlier, I became more comfortable with myself just because we were so isolated during COVID. I feel like I definitely, I don't find it awkward when I'm doing things alone. Like, I could go shopping alone, I could go to movie theaters alone, I could go on walks alone. It's just, comfortable. I don't find it awkward anymore. But before, I'd be like, oh my god, they're gonna think I'm a loser, I'm lonely. But I don't see it as weird. It's just, comfortable. I'd prefer it sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get away from things.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of changed. It kind of changed how I view life, cause it happened so quick, and it was just a scary moment that it made me appreciate the little things in life, and
100%.
Wow, it your life can change in an instant. Let me just calm down and enjoy the now, because you just never know.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate things more.
Yeah.
I personally, I feel like COVID didn't change me, my personality wise, but it did change how I view life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely appreciating things, appreciating spending time with my family, just being outside, making more memories and doing more experiences. I definitely appreciate that more than how I did back then. Even though I was just in 7th grade, but still, I definitely appreciate things more.
Yeah. For me, it was difficult because I consider COVID kind of ending when I went back to school in person, which was my junior year. It was just difficult because I had to adjust to a schedule I wasn't used to during the quarantine time, For example, during quarantine, I could wake up maybe 5 minutes before my Zoom class started, whereas here I had to wake up at a certain time, 6:45 a.m.
Yeah, literally.
I also went back to school and I didn't have the same friend groups that I had prior to COVID. So I felt very lonely kind of in a way to not have the same people that you had before. It was a lot of changes for me that I didn't expect. I was just so used to being at home with my family and seeing them every day, so I think I also missed them a lot. So I think that caused me to not really go back into it positively. I think so. I think I kind of enjoyed more being at home and stuff like that and seeing my immediate family. And for that reason, I think it was just very difficult for me to also socialize with people and stuff like that because I was so isolated all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that was really difficult too, was coming back and I still haven't gotten over the mask part either. For some reason I can't get over that part yet.
We
And
can
that's
tell.
I think that's a lasting, maybe, I don't know. My mom always tells me just take it off that. It's over but I can't take it off. So I think to this day, there's certain things that still impact me. We always fear when things going around, when people are oh, there's a sickness going around that, we'll go back into that quarantine phase. So I think it's just a lasting fear.
Yeah, I also feel going back to school, everyone went through such a different thing. So I feel going back into high school or school in general, people were just trying to find a routine just because everyone was so lost and not used to it. So same for me, I went back lonely because I also went to high school where none of my friends went to, so I had to figure out a way to have a routine and enjoy my high school and stuff. Yeah.
Another thing to mention when I was still in Oakland, I just learned that people who kept to themselves are basically invisible, and those who aren't, there's always drama or rumors speaking about them, and that's what also kind of scared me. You know how my sister is outgoing and everything. There's already, she already has lots of people who don't like her, and people will be surprised when I mention that she is my sister, and she's really? you guys are nothing alike. Yeah, like yeah, I get that. And the friend that person I mentioned who took the annoying title, she's the one who actually became my first friend, because she had when I went back to school, she was the first to introduce herself and show me around the place, and she was just she was generally just nice and kind, but people just don't like her either. So you see, like how I would be stay introverted from that. I just don't. I just generally just didn't want people talking behind my back,
Yeah.
and that's just one of like the social fears I had.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of people went through different things, so it was hard to like connect with people because you didn't really know how they were now. But yeah.
Yeah, I felt like people were moving forward. It felt like everything was moving forward quickly while I was still stuck in a place that was not there no more. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like people got really attached to their phones more and like having less social interactions with people just because we were so isolated and that's the only thing we had to like find out what was going on, like news, how to connect with people. So I feel like it definitely rose like the use of technology. And according to a study by Ofcom, adults spend an average of 40% of their waking hours in front of the screen, and I think that's just because of COVID. Like that's the new stats from this day, and I think that just all came from COVID because we were so isolated, and that's the only thing we had to like figure things out. And
Yeah.
personally, I think I go on my phone more.
Yeah.
Because when I was in 7th grade, I wasn't really on my phone because I had like friends to talk to. I would hang out with everyone. But now I'm like attached to it. It's sad to say, but like I need to
Yeah.
get. But that's how life is, I guess now.
Well, I wouldn't say I really actually had that problem. My former guardian always had controller screen time, and like there was always a set time in which she could give me my phone or take it away. But I did notice that people were a lot more into their phones when I got back to school, and I was kind of thankful for her, my former guardian. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember in the classrooms, I remember always hearing, like, get off your phone, get off your phone. Like, it was just like a constant get off your phone
Really.
from the teachers and stuff like that, because I feel like our attention spans also got worse. Like, I feel like I could not put any focus to the teachers sometimes when they were talking. I feel like a lot of us would get distracted so easily.
Yeah, and that's also because like the short amount of time we had for each class during
Yeah.
Zoom, because it wouldn't even be like we would have like the shortest school day. It would be from like 9 to like 12. It wouldn't even be from like 8 to like 3, which is like usually how I did in high school. So I feel like definitely the attention span went down.
Yeah, I remember in my math class, the math teacher was like, a lot of you guys aren't advancing in your exams and stuff like that, but it was also because we don't remember the stuff that we learned from like 2 years ago, especially when like one full
Yeah.
year was kind of just not a lot of attention was
Yeah.
put onto it from us, the students, to be honest, like me personally.
And also I feel like no one really did work during COVID.
Yeah.
Like even if we had school, you did?
I did not do any work.
Oh, you didn't?
I pretended, yeah, but I did not really do it.
Yeah, like if you're like my age, of course, like half of the kids are not gonna do their work. Like they're gonna sleep, like me.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna sleep during class. You're not gonna do your work. You're gonna cheat because there's not a teacher supervising what you're doing during tests or anything. So I feel like that's also why like we don't remember anything because we didn't genuinely learn anything.
I think
Yes,
everyone perfected the saying, fake it till you make it.
Literally.
Because you guys were all faking it till you
Bro, we were all faking it.
And parents don't really check your assignments or anything. They don't even understand themselves sometimes. So they just say make sure you're on your class. And so I guess that's how I was able to pass somehow. I don't even remember how, but
Yeah.
I that's how I graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why academically, I became worse academically too compared to like before COVID, was because I wasn't used to so much workload the teachers would give out. I wasn't used to all that. So I think academically too, it kind of impacted me.
Yeah. I also feel like my parents wouldn't be at home during like our school schedule. They would be at work, so I would like take advantage to like sleep during class and not do work because they weren't there supervising me. Like, get on your laptop, focus, do this and this and that. Because they wouldn't be there, so I'd wake up, I'd log in, I do attendance, and I go back to sleep.
Do you guys feel like it's finally getting back to normal, like how it was before COVID?
I feel like
Yeah.
yes, but there's also like little things that are still here because of COVID,
Yeah.
which is like,
Yeah, like I said, fortunately for my family, we didn't lose anybody immediately, but there's those families that will always carry that, losing somebody.
Yeah.
So I think it's realistically never gonna go away, kind of. And
no, yeah, there's always going to be something about COVID.
I feel like we live now with more precaution and like I feel like we take care of more of our health now, and we just live more with precaution.
Yeah, also like when you're talking about health, there's like a lot of people now that are like switching their diets to like a lot of like good things.
Were you guys healthy during that time, actually?
No, I was not. We would.
I was eating a lot of junk food.
I know. Me and my family, we would always order like takeout, like always. It was so bad. Like we would always have. I remember we got meals, and they gave us a little toilet paper roll, cause you know how like the toilet paper was like a big thing that was
yeah,
sold out.
yeah, that was crazy. That was hella funny. And now you go into like any grocery store and it's like right there.
Yeah, but I wonder why like toilet paper was like the major thing. Like, why aren't you getting like beans or rice that'll last you like forever in the
Because
cabinet?
realistically, like, what are you
Exactly,
gonna clean yourself with?
Literally anything, like a rag. Like, I don't know why toilet paper was like the main thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it just went like sold out. That's like the first thing that went sold out. And then it
Yeah,
was
that
like
makes
canned
sense.
foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but like toilet paper, you could like use leaves. Like,
I don't know. My mom, she like made sure to sanitize everything now too.
Oh,
so she
yeah.
kept that little fear of hers. But
yeah, we would like sanitize our groceries. Like, that's so crazy. Like, just like the little things. We wouldn't like spray like Lysol and stuff. But we wouldn't do that. But like, we would just like wipe down stuff.
Yeah.
We would have precaution.
Yeah. Now we look at every little detail.
Yeah.
Oh, we also, some people in my family, they don't like blow their candles. Like on their cake, they use
No, really.
a thing. That's what I just remember that.
Wow.
Only some of my family.
It's kind of extreme.
They're like, oh no, do this.
I mean, COVID. There's always. I think everybody has something that haunts them. From
Yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
Still, that will always.
It
haunt them.
was for sure traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is the Talk About It podcast where we talked about the day before COVID, life during COVID, and life after COVID. And we're here at the Solano College TV studio. I'm your host, Maxine. This is DeRay, Sam, and Lisette, and we'll see you next time.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.